Sage Intelligence gives you access to your Sage Live dimensions and tags when designing a report through the online report designer. You're now able to select more than one dimension tag combination at a time, allowing you to view your financials in unique ways that provide you with more in-depth reporting. In this lesson, I'm going to give an example of how multiple dimensions can be applied in a layout and then go through a number of scenarios showing how the results of different selections are calculated so that you can be sure of how the functionality works. For the first part, I've opened up an income statement in the online report designer. I want to use it to show my profit and loss in a given year for 3 of my departments: sales, customer services, and professional services. And I would like to be able to view the information by a particular customer, Jackson Advertising Company. I've added 3 columns to represent each of my departments. I've also included a 4th column summing up each department to provide an overall total for them. This is a normal column calculation. I'm now going to make the selections to my dimensions so that the layout provides the information I want. Remember that dimensions are accessed via the Dimension Tag field under the properties of a column. The ability to select more than one dimension tag combination is provided for actual and actual year-to-date column formulas, and so their use is more suited to income statement or profit and loss type reports. My first column is for my sales department, so under the Dimension Tag field, I'm going to select Department equal to Sales. I also want the column to only show information for Jackson Advertising Company, so at the same time I'm going to select Customer equal to Jackson Advertising Company. You can see that this company is from my South African region. Remember too that if you'd like to deselect an item, you can do so by clicking it again. And if you'd like to clear your selections entirely, you can use the X icon that appears next to the Dimension Tag field once your picks have been made. For my second column, I want it to refer to my customer services department. So under the Dimension Tag field, I'm going to select Department equal to Customer Service. And once again, as I also want to refer to the customer in question, I'm going to select Customer equal to Jackson Advertising Company as well. For my third column, intended for my professional services, I'm going to follow the same pattern and select Department equal to Professional Services, and then also include Customer equal to Jackson Advertising Company. My layout is now set up and I can run it out. Because I included Customer equal to Jackson Advertising Company in all of my columns, the layout as a whole will be filtered by that customer. And because I selected the respective department tag under each column displays the relevant departmental information as needed. Let's now take a look at a number of scenarios to understand the filtering process more clearly. For this, I've displayed a number of transactions from my revenue account in a given period in a given year. These transactions have the dimensions region, department, and project, with the tags for each of them included as well. By making different dimension tag selections, I'm going to show how the total for a column in a layout is determined. These examples assume that the column in question would be of the actual amount type. Let's start with something simple: region equal to East. Here are all transactions that meet the criteria. After any other filters like account, year, and period are applied, will be added up, giving a total of 14,000. Let's now consider a slightly more complex example where 2 different tags are selected for the same dimension: region equal to East and region equal to West. Here, because the 2 tags are part of the same dimension, the amounts of all transactions which meet the first condition or the second condition, after any other filters have been applied, will be added up, giving a total of 28,000. Another corresponding example would be selecting a tag from one dimension and another tag from a different dimension. Let's say region equal to East and department equal to product sales. In this case, because the 2 tags are part of different dimensions, the amounts of all transactions which meet the first condition and the second condition, after any other filters have been applied, will be added up, giving a total of 7,000. We could take this further. For example, if we wanted to view results that were from my East region that were generated by product sales and that were part of my first project. Similar to the last example, because each tag is a part of a different dimension, the amounts of all transactions that meet the first condition and the second condition and the third, after any other filters have been applied, will be added up, giving a total of 5,000. Let's say now that I wanted to view totals for a column that were part of my second project, generated by my services sales department, and that were across both of my regions. I can achieve this by selecting region equals east, region equals west, department equals services, sales, and project equals project 2. Now, the filtering will be a combination of the above examples. The amounts of all transactions where region equals east or region equals west and department equals service sales and project equals project 2 after any other filters have been applied, will be added up, giving a total of 6,000. Let's take a look at one last example of a similar nature. Say that I want to view totals that are part of my second project and generated both by my product and services sales departments, but only in my West region. I would need to select region equals West, department equals product sales, department equals services sales, and project equals project 2. Here, the amounts of all transactions where region equals West and department equals product sales or services sales and project equals project 2 after any other filters have been applied will be added up, giving a total of 8,000. You should now have a good understanding both of how multiple dimensions can be applied to a layout in the online report designer, as well as how the filtering based on your selections takes place. If you would like more information on Sage Live Intelligence, go to sageintelligence.com or visit our online learning portal. And if you'd like to brush up on your Excel skills, why not check out our online courses at sageintelligenceacademy.com.